Glad to have you join us again. It's still Business Breakfast on iBrand Television. Like I did mention earlier, Charles Frakuya, public and business affairs analyst, joins me now live virtually as we give some insight into some of the top stories we're filing for you from our newsroom. Charles, good morning. Glad to have you join me on the program today.
Good morning, Blessed. It is a week of Global Money Week, so we are celebrating personal finance this week.
All right then. Let's quickly dive into the conversation now. Start off now with this report coming from the Debt Management Office, that's DMO, saying that they have raised 588.85 billion naira for the March 2024 federal government bond offer, and this development has led to an increase in Nigerians' debt stock. How do you react to this? And then do you think that with the amount that has been raised from the bond, raised by the federal government from the bond, is going to ease whatever debt profile that we're having at the moment in the country?
Okay, thank you very much. We have to look at it from a context, you know. Yes, people will say, with all this debt that we are having, why still approach the capital market? Because the bond market is part of the capital market.
Yes.
However, this is domestic. It's domestic, and current government have been using it, you know, to raise funds to fund certain projects and all that. Yes, it will go to increase our debt stock. That is where the transparency comes in, because any fund or funds that are raised from the capital market, in the provision, you must, why is government agency, why is government itself, why is private individual, you must give an account. Transparency is key. Your word is your bond. And that's why we are saying, yeah, federal government, you have approached this market, you follow the rules of this market, and that is what they have been doing. So you can see that these funds that are raised from the capital market by way of federal government savings bond or even the school bond, you can see that they are all project tied. And that's why they will make it specific. You will see Sukudi, you know. So we know that they are raising this amount of money for this specific project, and there must be evidence on ground to show that these projects are being done actually, because it is part of the set rules and regulations that funds that are raised from the public have to be accounted for. So we are comfortable. DMO, which is the government agency, and I'm not giving kudos to DMO. You can see that they are keeping accurate record of everything.
Yes.
Unlike what we have in the other world, the ways and means, which we cannot even give account.
Exactly.
But for the bond, yes, we can give account of what the funds are used for, the money raised, what are the instruments, everything is clearly stated. And the general public can go to GMO office and ask for this information. They are the annual part. The brokers to those offers, those bond issues, also have their record. Then the stock exchange also has its own record. Then TEC, which is the apex body for the capital market, also has their own record. So there is a lot of transparency, integrity when it comes to that. So yeah, it will increase our debt stock, but there is accountability.
In as much as I agree with you, Charles, on this, I'd like to also get your thoughts on this development. So there seems to be this argument in town now, and people are saying, concerned economics and analysts that are saying that this administration is making so much money from the removal of fuel subsidy, right? And then with all that they are making from fuel subsidy, why do the federal government still have to go raise funds from the capital market, the domestic aspect of the capital market, to fund infrastructure deficiency that we have in the country? Why can't we utilize the money made from fuel subsidy removal to fund some of these operations and government projects that we have in the country?
Yes, I agree with you. But like we are saying, or we have been saying, in trying to deepen the capital market, government needs to be involved. Because if government believes in the capital market, then it will attract other private individuals and corporate. So government coming to the capital market to raise funds therefore, not only for the fund itself, but also to show that yes, this is a financial operating fund to finance projects. And like any other body, if you have different funding source, you take advantage of it as long as you pay along the road. And for investors, it's also a way of investing their money because these federal government bonds you are seeing are the safest. The yield is not that high, but it's safe. And most investors want to invest in a safe instrument. I will shock you, blessed. These bonds are supported by the full weight of the federal government. So there can never be default.
All right.
Even if Nigeria, even when Nigeria is no more, that is when you say there will be default. Or even when there is a full-scale war, we have been under attack, they are taking over. That is the only time you can say there will be default. But for what we are saying, there is no amount of security situation now that we want to say Nigeria, we are not at war. So our conditions are not getting so bad. So yes, it's good for government to continue to keep it market, but it's there in the market. Even for investors to come to our domestic market. So yes, government has different sources of funding.
Yes.
So it's not meant for government to prioritize and see which of these sources is cheaper and also quick for them. But at the same time, they are also creating wealth for the investors of that bond.
Right.
That is the bond holders. They are creating wealth for them. So and overall, it's going to deepen the financial market.
All right, then. Let's just focus now. To the next story now. And when I saw this particular report, the big question that actually came to mind here is, despite an increment in FAC allocation to the 3 tiers of government, Nigerians seem not to be benefiting anything from this increment, both at the national and the subnational level. FAC allocation for the month of February has increased by 2.07 trillion naira from the 1.67 trillion naira recorded in the month of January. Charles, if you are to react to this, what would you have to say? And how should we hold our leaders accountable for the monies that are being put in their care to develop the country, their state, and also to ensure that Nigerians actually benefit from this administration, so to say?
Yeah. Thank you very much, Brett. In fact, this is the call of what is going on today in the country. And this is the time I want to call on every Nigerian citizen. Like you have said, we should not only focus on the federal government. Like you mentioned, the subnational, our governors, the money you get now from PAC is increasing. You can see January, 1.67 trillion. February, 2.1 trillion. Now you can see that some of these state governors have no business trying to say they don't have money. There is enough money to pay minimum wage that will be agreed recently with labor.
Yeah.
At the same time, they also have funds to do so many projects. Now, the houses of assembly, this is the time we need to hold them responsible. That what have you done with these increases? If you would be a particular state government, you were getting, let's say, about 100 billion on the monthly basis for FAC, and your allocation now has increased to 200 billion. What are you doing with this new increment? We want to see projects that are meaningful and impacting the Nigerian people, because today, the average Nigerian is really suffering hunger. So some of these funds should have been used to alleviate the suffering of the average Nigerian in that subnational level and up to the local government. And this is the time we must begin to raise our voice to say there must be a complete separation between local government funds and the state government. So we want to hold our elected leaders in the grassroots because they are closer to the people. Abuja is very far, or even in terms of their country, Asaba is very far. But I want to talk to my local government chairman in actually local government and say, "Oga chairman, what have you done with this increased funds that you are getting?" So Nigeria should speak up now. This is not the time to begin to complain, but to hold our elected officials accountable. With this increase in funds, we want to see meaningful projects that will impact positively on the average Nigerian.
All right, then. Thank you so much for your insight. Let's just focus now to the next story, and this one is coming from the Central Bank of Nigeria. There seems to be what I would describe to as house cleansing at the Apex Bank now, as not less than 19 top officials of the CBN have been asked to retire from active service. But there seem to be a lot of issues going on at the Apex Bank. First, we saw, I think it was earlier this year, we saw some kind of relocation of some departments at the Apex Bank in Abuja down to Lagos. And then we saw again some kind of changes in the members of the MPC committee under the Yemi-led Cardoso. Olaimi Cardoso led Apex Bank, and also we are seeing some kind of compulsory retirement of 19 top officials. Although the reasons why all of this is happening are not clear at this point in time, but if you are to give one or two insights concerning this particular subject matter, what would you have to say? Do you think they are coming at this right time?
The new CBN governor, we have faced for some time now, and it seems that for him to achieve the mandate of his own mandate now, that is the mandate given to him by his present administration, and some of these persons can no longer fit into that thing. There's something wrong for him to tell them to retire and peacefully. So for me, it's coming at the right time, and all those who are being retired, I believe they have spent close to 25 years in service. If they are due for retirement, they should go peacefully, and of course, and create opportunity for the ones who are coming up under to take part of leadership and see that yes, CBN meets the mandate of price stability and act as an advisor to the federal government. We want to begin to see price stability and of course the financial system stability. So Yemi Cardoso led CBN will go ahead and do what is necessary to ensure that in terms of human resource, we get the right set of people to work with it and achieve the aims and objectives of what they have set out to achieve.
Talking about having the right team in place, having the right human resources in place, do you think that the current team now managing the Apex Bank now are competent enough to bring about the necessary change we need in our monetary environment?
Okay, it is not rocket science. And like I said, for any manager of the economy, especially the central bank governor, it means that we want to control the inflation rate, exchange rate, and of course interest rate. So you have to create a balance. It's not a delicate balance. And that is what they need to work towards. Getting that balance, the right interest rate, the right exchange rate, and of course the right inflation will be determined by the market forces. So I believe that the expertise for that kind of economic policy is not perfect. It's not rocket science. Any basic student of economics will understand those policies and how they work. So it's now left for the led CBN to ensure that all the persons in the MPC and of course in the central bank as a whole are people are competent and willing to learn, because we cannot do it all. Learn and look at other countries, see what they have done in their similar situation, and learn from them and come policies that will place the bank in the proper place it's supposed to be in the economy of Nigeria.
All right then. Now, I want us to stay a bit more on this particular story now. It all seems not to be well with the Nigerian construction industry, as engineers, building estate agents, and also now coming out to complain that the price of building material is skyrocketing, just like the price of all the commodities in the market are also skyrocketing. And now they are coming out to say instead of using iron rods, okay, that they are shifting focus to bamboo. How do you react to this? And do you think that's the best alternative to iron rod in terms of building? So we've seen houses collapse, we've seen buildings collapse despite being built with iron rods. Now, if we have to go with the alternative, what do you think the ripple effect will be on the construction company and the real estate market as a whole?
Yeah, thank you very much, Blessed. You know, I'm interested party in this topic.
Of course, yes.
Built environment,
yes.
You know, sustainable development, affordable housing, and all that. Yes, I share the same of this engineer, because even if you do mortgage, you will see that it's difficult for Nigeria to own a home. Now, because of the high cost of
using material,
and the iron road. Now, I have been advocating that can't research be done so that our local resources can be substituted for some of these building materials. And thank God, the Building and Research Council of Nigeria, they are doing a lot of research. And they have come out to tell us that bamboo is even a better reinforcement. Okay? I don't know the scientific proof to that. Yes, that is what the research has told us. And if that is it, let us begin to look at other places where this thing has been done. I know India has done quite a lot of it. I've seen the success rate. And if the safety level is also high, then of course we can adopt that building material as a substitute for iron rod. And for me, I will advise that they do it side by side so that we do not jump into something we are not too clear about. But if research finding has come to show that bamboo is cheaper, is even safer in terms of resources, then of course we should go all out for it. And more research will need to be done to kind of improve on the bamboo that we are using, the quality of bamboo, their total amount need to be used. So research need to continually go on so that we will get the best of our building material.
I want to get your thoughts on this as well. If for any reason we decided to adopt bamboo as an alternative to iron rod in terms of building construction and the likes, I want to get your thoughts on this. Do you think that the price of or the cost of getting an apartment, especially in Lagos, a city like Lagos, a cosmopolitan city like Lagos, will actually reduce? Is that possible?
It's possible for it to reduce if government is ready to play its own part. Because what makes price of any item to go up is supply and demand. So if with the use of bamboo, the government do a lot of work in terms of production of bamboo, we have it available and then to supply it. Of course, and they are exceeding the demand, the price of bamboo also in the will come down. Okay, so another thing maybe will affect the cost of building a house. You know, when you want to build a house, the finance is there, the land is there, labor is there, and of course, the building material. So, if you are able to control the price of one of the building materials, you will have controlled the overall cost of building a house. So, we're likely going to see prices of an apartment coming in terms of building. But in the issue of rent, that is another different discussion for another day, where government needs to come in and begin to regulate. And you can only regulate if we are able to supply the market with enough housing. Because today, we are told we have over almost 20 billion housing deficit. We need to close that gap. If we still have those deficits, then prices of housing in terms of rental will still be high.
Talking about the cost of rentage of an apartment in Lagos State now, the Lagos State government has come up with this initiative of a monthly rent payment. Do you think that is sustainable in Nigeria, going by the current economic challenges? And do you think that many landlords, house owners rather, will be able to appreciate and embrace this initiative?
Yes, thank you very much. Like I said, it's not one size fits for all.
Okay.
I think I've said it sometimes on this platform that some tenants will prepare the yearly rent they are paying because they are used to it. And at the same time, in their workplace, if they are workers, they pay their house allowance on a yearly basis. You know, so they will prepare that. However, for self-employed people, yes, it might be comfortable for some person or convenient, some person it might not be convenient. So I believe that it is a discussion between the tenant and the landlord. They come to an amicable agreement and say, okay, this is what is suitable to both of us. You know, and they can also come to a compromise. If it used to be a yearly tax, and they want to say, well, because of legal things, I want to be getting this thing monthly. You can come to an agreement and say, okay, let me give you 6 half yearly because this is how I'm being paid. So for me again, I think a lot of regulation has to come in, you know, properly, and each tenant and landlord we need to discuss their own and agree before we can say, okay, this is what will be good. The only way government can come in to say, when you want to rent a new apartment, when they need to charge, and say, okay, go and pay 2 years, and in some cases even 3 years, that should be stopped. It should be limited maybe that building an environment space in the country, or in Lagos as a whole.
All right, then let's wrap up now with this final story. The Center for the Promotion of Private Enterprises has come out to disagree with the members of the House of Representatives over their recent remark on the rising price of cement in the country. They say that cement manufacturers in the country are taking advantage of the economic challenges Nigerians are facing, and for that reason, they are increasing the price of the commodity. Of course, you will agree with me that in Nigeria as of today, I'll speak about Lagos State, I don't know about any other state, there seems to be one building construction going on at one particular location or the other. So people seem to be building on a daily basis, whether the money is there or not. People seem to be building, but these remarks that the House of Representatives have made, CPP has come out to condemn it, and they are saying that it is highly condemnable, and if for any reason Nigerians have to go by what they say, it's going to cause a kind of retaliation for Nigerians against the manufacturers. If you are to react to this, what would you have to say? And how do we bring our lawmakers, how do we caution our lawmakers for them not to keep making some kind of statement that will cause some kind of unrest in the country?
Okay, thank you very much, Blessed. You see, that is the handle chamber, that is the National Assembly, why it is the House of Rep or the wise men in the Senate. That is the highest making body in the country. And that's why certain remarks you make in that handle chamber, you cannot be used against you in the court of law. Because that is where the Nigerian people are, our elected representatives. So, they make statements out of concern, that again, they also have their own rules and regulations in that house, that when they make such statements, they can invite the manufacturers to come there and come and clarify them. Yes, I will agree with the CPP board, the well-respected Dr. Muda. He has a concern, yes, because those House of Rep members make a statement can make the average Nigerian to go against some of these manufacturers. And the House of Rep member has made it, and they have made some statements. You know, let's for the manufacturers of this product to say we want to come and give our own representation. There's nothing wrong with that. And at the same time, it is free flow of information, so that the average Nigerian will now be more aware and know where the problem is. I am very sure the House representatives making the statement, they are responsible, they've been elected by their constituency, and they are there to protect their constituency. So if such statement they are making is looking very, very not so good for the manufacturers, let the manufacturers come and say, yes, leadership of House of Rep, we want to present our own thing, so that Nigerians will be aware of the challenges we're having in terms of our energy and logistics. We're trying to make sure that this product comes out and we sell at a price that is affordable. At the same time, we can also be in business. But there's no point. As a manufacturer, you cannot sell and get enough margin that will sustain you in business. So we need to get the information from both sides. We heard from the House of Representatives, let the manufacturers now come and explain to the average Nigerian through our elected representatives.
All right. Let's leave it at that. Time is really not our friend to talk further on this. I'd like to say a big thank you to you, Charles Frakuha, Public and Business Affairs Analyst, for your time with me on the show this morning.
Thank you very much. Today we are closing the market with the Global Money Week celebration.
All right.
You are all invited. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that. All right, folks, let's shift focus now to the capital market and let's see what's playing out there. As we take a quick look at trading activities yesterday, the market is still in the red. What are the fundamentals and the sentiment behind all of this? Still to come. The Nigerian equities market experienced a further decline of 0.11%, settling at 62 billion naira on Tuesday. We have more after this time out. Just stay with us.